Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for coming out today and for listening to my presentations. My name is Jessica Moss, and what I do is I work with PFS Investments, and I go around and I teach and I educate people about money. Because everybody needs money, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, okay. We're going to interact with one another. It's okay. So before I get started, what do you guys think about when you think about money?
Yes.
We get shout out answers. What do you think about when you think of money?
Bills.
Bills. Okay, what else?
Rent.
Rent. Okay, what else?
Car payment.
Car payment. What else?
Really? Nobody's gonna say Jordans? Really?
No.
Come on now.
But the thing is, you know what? I'm glad you made that point. But it's good that you made that point because when we think about money, we think about.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Because I don't want to yell over anybody. But that's good that you pointed out because everybody mentions something that money is like money goes out, right? But how can money say so I can travel, so I can be free? Because that's what money is. It allows you freedom. It allows you independence. See, we're taught to constantly work for money, but who teaches us how to have money working for us? Because we do buy those Jordans. But you know you're making somebody else rich when you put them on your feet. We do buy those iPhones and the Samsungs and different things like that because I have a MacBook. But I also know how, well, if I'm going to put money out, why don't I have money also coming in as I'm doing it? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because money, you do need to pay your bills. But you can have a little fun too as long as it's within reason. So when I talk to people about money, money is, you need to take control over it. Because a lot of us, money runs us. Just like if you have kids, your kids run you, your money runs you too. Because you have to tell your money where to go. I know we laugh, right? I don't even have kids, but I have a nephew. And he tells me, Auntie, let's go here, Auntie, go here. And I'm like, wait a second, you're the young one. I'm supposed to be controlling you. But why do we allow a little bit of paper to control us? So first thing you want to do is you want to pay yourself first.
Right.
Everything that you guys mentioned, you said car, you said bills, you said rent, but did you write your name down to make sure that you give yourself something? Just your lifestyle or an additional income. Sometimes, a lot of you, if you're not working, definitely sometimes you need to get something. Even something part-time is better than nothing. Because you'd be surprised that you can budget at $1 a day or $2 a day. Because if you're constantly at Dunkin' Donuts, their coffee is more than $1 and $2. And if you're there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, even at $3, 3 times 4 is 12. If you're there every week, you just spend almost $40 just on coffee. You could have saved that. But we don't think about those little things. We always look at our car payments, our rent, our bills. But how often are you at Walgreens? How often are you at the dollar store? How often are you like, I gotta get this dollar menu? See, those are the little things that that little bit of dollar that you could have saved, it constantly goes out. Set goals and have a plan. Most of us, or anybody married in here or been to a wedding? How long? Been to a wedding. How long do people take planning that wedding? A long time. Let's say about a year, 12 months. So we will take 12 months to plan a one-day event, but yet we won't even take 20 minutes to plan an event that's supposed to last us the rest of our lives.
Right.
Right? Baby showers, and we spend time. And if you haven't been in a wedding, you know how time-consuming it is. I'm in one this year. Lord Jesus, what was I thinking? And I'm the maid of honor. But that's a lot of time that she's been planning since last year. But I asked her, I said, so when are you going to retire? How are you going to fix your credit? Do you budget out things? Because there's no surprises when a wedding happens. We know Christmas comes every year, but yeah, we wait until the last minute to still try to do Christmas shopping. But this is already February. January should have been that time to start planning for December because it comes every year, every time. So you want to have goals and you want to have a plan. Does that make sense? And you guys can ask questions too. I can stop. I mean, I have time. But I want you guys to really understand that this is about empowering you and making you better. Because money is like oxygen. When you start lacking oxygen, don't you start panicking? Right? The same thing with money. When you start lacking money, what happens? Now you guys get it. You start having that heart attack. You start having that panic attack. But if you do what's important now, you don't have to do what's urgent later. Because nothing is a surprise. We can't plan for a lot of different things, correct? So when I was talking about paying yourself first, you want to have 3 accounts set up. First one is a more important one, which is your emergency fund. And that you can start with $1 a day. Like even if you are working or unemployed, you get unemployment, you can put away $30 a month. That's not really a lot. You can put 25 away. You can put $10 a week, but you have to be able to do something. The reason a lot of us struggle, one is because we don't have a game plan. That's one. Second thing is, maybe you don't have someone that works with you, like a financial coach or financial literacy. And not your carnal, I mean like things that are like miscellaneous, going out. Yeah, we could grab a happy hour. Why? We all like happy hour once in a while. But you don't need to be there every day, every weekend. Yes, we like getting our nails done, but do we really have to go every 2 weeks? Learn how to do it yourself. Don't even get them done. Just keep them cut and throw some in and then call it a day. Or maybe treat yourself once a month. Like sometimes it's like, well, why do we treat ourselves? What are you doing that maybe you shouldn't get a treat? I know that sounds mean, but it's true. Like, well, what did I really do to help myself this year? Do I really need to treat myself? But again, if you budget things out, see that's the whole point of why budgeting is so important. Budget it out. Because when you budget things, it does help you. How am I doing with time?
I don't know, maybe like about 10 more minutes.
Okay. Okay.
You have one time in your
Okay. That's right. But I do want you, I hope you guys are really taking a lot of information. And I see a lot of young people in here too, which is the millennials. Everybody's young in here. But the ones that, you know, the millennials. The millennials. You know, because I do wish somebody taught me this. I do. I wish somebody taught me this when I was 18. For those of you that have younger kids, imagine you just taught them that. Imagine what their lives could be, because you're not only changing your life, but you're also changing generations to come too. Why can't you be that generation change in your family last name? When people think of Apple, you think of Steve Jobs. When people think of Facebook, they think of Zuckerberg, right? And all they did was what? Have an idea. That's pretty much what they did. They asked a group of people to come. Whoever said no didn't, and whoever did, they became wealthy. Plain and simple. So the same thing with you. Learning these little things that I'm teaching you guys, why can't you be that generation change for your last name? Somebody told me this. Oh, I learned about this. I got a budget. I can't go out with you because Jessica's going to come hunt me down. Because that's one of the things I do, is I do financial coaching. And I help people to make sure they stick to that budget because it is important. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And nothing, right? Anything worth fighting for is not easy either. But how hard are you willing to fight? Sometimes the man that go, they gotta go.
Working a good job, and you get paid, I don't get it yourself.
No, I was just saying that a lot of us, we have this, when I make more money, then I'll save. You ever hear people say that? I'll start when I get more money.
Right.
And I was using that example where I was making good money. I worked for the state for 6 years. The state still laid people off, but they laid me off. But I was living at home, so my mom wasn't paying rent. I mean, I was charging me rent. Thank God for her, I love her. But I didn't have any kids. I was basically saying, like, I had money coming in and I was still broke and I could not understand why. And that's for a lot of us. It's like, well, where did my money go? And I made good money. It was just that, where did it go? That's the thing, I really don't party like that. I mean, I like to go out, but I'm not popping bottles. I look for happy hour specials. I'm sorry, I'll do it. I look for coupons. Applebee's after 10 half off, all right, I got $10 budget. I will do that. I'm still out having a good time. You could get free water. You know? But these were some of the things that I did, but I still had a good time. Why am I buying a bottle? No, $300. Whew. Sorry, I love you, but I can take you out for a drink, happy hour after 10 at Applebee's. You know, Olive Garden, you can get their bread and water and salad for free. That's a date. Cheap one, but it's nice. I mean, hey, you ate, we had good conversation, and you got something to drink. What's the problem? I gave you everything that you need. You want a little bit more juice? We gotta talk about that. So it's a free refill. I mean, and I laugh, but you know what? I'm not where I'm. By doing those things is why I'm in a better place today. And I didn't have to do it for you go. And all it's about is where you put in your money. Because at the end of the day, you have something, but can you do something better? That's what it's about. It's always about getting better. Like I said, sometimes now you have more resources because maybe your resources were limited. But one person can give you a whole store of resources that maybe you would not have had access to. Any other questions? Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
The one that I got, the glow bag, is that good too? Cause it started out, one was $1 a month payment, but then I started putting $10 on each of us a month. And so far I've been on it for like 5 years.
Okay. What kind of policy do you have?
This is Globe Life Insurance.
That's the name of the company, but what kind of policy?
Oh, whole life.
Okay. Let's talk afterwards.
Okay.
About life insurance.
Okay. So what do you guys know of life insurance?
You're paid until you die.
Okay. At least that's what we're talking, right? But you know that there are ways that you don't have to pay it until you die. Because nobody wants to keep paying for life insurance for the rest of their life, do they? No. There's ways to get out of it. But I asked that question because a lot of people, they don't know. There's a lot of different types of policies out there. Like there are policies out there that tell you, like I asked this question, does anybody know how they're gonna die?
What, no?
No, and it's a very serious question because there are policies out there that do tell you how you have to die. So why are we getting policies? That's why actually, what do you have? Because you told me the company name,
Right.
but that doesn't tell me what do you have per se. So education could just be in that because life insurance is a big financial decision too to make. A lot of us, I don't want to talk about it. Listen, we have to talk about it. Because life insurance is not for you, it's for the people that you leave behind. It's for your kids, it's for your families. Because you do know if you die and you have debts, they can come after your family, especially if you're married. Because that bill going to keep coming in and now you have to pay that. They can come after you. So life insurance is not for you. It's for who who's got to take, you have kids. Somebody got to take care of your kids. You know how much it costs to take care of a child? It's a lot. First 18 years is $250,000. And that's one child. Imagine you got two, that's $500,000. We need this rule of 72 to impact today, right? But yes, so with life insurance, it really just depends on what do you have. That's why I asked that question. Not the company, but what do you have? Because there are so many different types. And sometimes, even though it's cheap, doesn't mean it's the best thing for you too. Because sometimes it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Because you could go get your $500 car. You can. But if you had to pay maybe a few thousand more to have better quality, knowing down the line it's better for you when you pay a little bit more to have something better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there are different types of policies. There's term, there's whole, there's accidental, oh man, there's a slew of them. That's a whole nother presentation. That's why I said individually, if you have something and you want to know what do you have. Because you don't want to be paying for something and down the line something happens to you, they don't pay out. Right. Because that can happen too. Another example, let's say you're out with your girlfriend, you're out with your boyfriend, not your boyfriend, but you know what I mean. And your guy friends. Now let's say you just had a glass of wine. Who really gets drunk off a glass of wine? But let's just say maybe a cat came and you had to swerve and you got into an accident. And you didn't make it. But if they did your autopsy and they found just a little bit, you know they could say that you were drunk driving?
Yeah.
Do you think accidental death should pay for that? We think they should, but they won't. Because they say maybe you wanted to kill yourself. They can deny that. But yet people have these policies. So that's why you want to know what is it that I have. Just because you pay don't mean that they're going to pay. And that can happen. And I've seen it. And I still see it. I'm like, oh, that's not the best thing for you. Any other questions? No? You sure? All right, I'm going to close it down. But thank you guys so much.
Thank you.